Welcome back to Builds Not Projects. This week we're on the old drift trike here. So about a week or two ago now, we tried taking this thing out in a local farmer's field. We had permission. He was all excited about us coming out, so we went over there and we were going to try to get some racing video between this and the 200 blaster and a dirt bike and stuff, and it kind of all went south. This thing wouldn't quite run right, and the filters plugged completely solid. Well, then it fouled out plugs, and it was just kind of a disaster. It ran good for about 30 seconds, and that was about it. So we got these new filters. They are much larger than these ones here, and then so they're quite a bit bigger in diameter, and then they also have filter on the inside of them. And then we also got these outerwear pre-filters. So these are more of kind of a waterproof barrier, but they also help against like heavy dirt and stuff, so we should be able to keep these things cleaner for longer. This thing relies on air coming in so much that definitely just needed some better filters. Also, these filters were the same price as these ones, so I wish I would have seen those to start with, because those would have been much better. But so we're gonna get this slapped on, slap some tires on it, and then go see how it runs. Oh, I put new plugs in too, so it should be better. Alright, so we're back out here in this lentil field with the trike. It seems to be running better with the new filters on it. So I got my little brother Jesse here, who is definitely taller than me and also has long hair. He's pretty cool. So we're gonna rip the trike around. He also brought his KX125 out, so we're gonna do a little bit of ripping around, maybe some racing, see what happens. Tell us a little bit about your bike back there.
I don't even know the year of it, but it's KX125. I think it's the 2001 or 2002.
Yeah,
so it's got like 35 horsepower and weighs about 200 pounds. So it's pretty quick, but we'll see how it pairs up to the trike.
Yeah, I mean the trike is over 100 horsepower, 3-cylinder, 2-stroke. So they're both 2-strokes. That's a 2-stroke 125. The trike, I guess, probably weighs somewhere around 300 pounds. Haven't weighed it. That's something we want to do here soon, but yeah, so they're definitely two different machines, but we'll see what happens. Wow. So this thing does drifting wheelies with the knobbies on it. The throttle's a little bit sticky because the little throttle box that takes one cable and turns it into 3 is it's got a little dirt in there, so the throttle's a little sticky. I just kind of got to push it back, and it seems to be going back so far, so we'll just keep sending it.
Yeah, it looks pretty nuts.
Yeah, it's a little fast. It's kind of scary when you're like throwing it into a drift at like 30 and then you come out of it like sideways with a wheelie. Yeah, it's a bit interesting. All right, we're gonna take a quick break from ripping in the field and talk about the sponsor of this video, us. So we finally got merch going. So we got these hooded sweatshirts. We got the black and the indigo blue, both with white lettering. And then we've got the t-shirts. This is a gray, light gray with the black lettering, all of which have me on them. Awesome. So then we got the tank, the black tank with the white lettering. Also got the hat that you probably see me wearing in pretty much every video. This one's getting kind of dirty. They wash really well. I've washed this one a couple times, washed that one once already. And then we also got the old Netback hat, as well as the Odyssey sticker. So let's pull this thing out of the sleeve so you can see it a little better. These things are pretty sweet. Really happy with the way these turned out. All this artwork was drawn up by a guy pretty local guy. He's about 40 minutes away from us, so that's pretty sweet. So yeah, you want to get some merch and support us, go check out buildsnotprojects.com. It'll all be on there.
All right, here goes the drag race. 3, 2, 1. Something is still not quite right with the trike.
Dude,
We start racing up a hill.
I'm pretty sure I'm like wheeling up the hill.
Yeah, it kind of looks like it.
Yeah, it's a little fast. Throttle's definitely sticky. Oh well.
All right, we're gonna do another one. That was kind of my bad for not giving Spencer enough time to rev up and actually get the clutch to engage. So round 2. We're having really good luck here with the drag racing. Jesse's Kickstarter fell off somewhere along the line too, so we're gonna have to give him the old push start.
Yeah, we'll try to find his Kickstarter. Not sure where it ended up, but we'll find it.
So we found the Kickstarter, and the bolt was just sitting right next to it.
Yeah, just chilling in there behind the brake lever.
So I think we're good.
Time to fix it.
All right, we're going for round 2. The trike did a wheelie that entire way. That is nuts. You did a wheelie the entire way down.
How was that for a wheelie? Oh my gosh.
The whole way, just straight wheelie.
Yeah, that was gnarly. I like looked down to see how fast I was going and then remembered that the speedometer was driven off the front wheel, so it didn't really say I was going very fast.
I think it was
Yeah.
wasted.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was awesome.
All right, we're going again, different perspective, getting a little bit more of that wheelie action. All right, Spencer's truck versus the trike. Spencer's truck is surprisingly quick. Here we go. Wow, the truck actually took that race. That truck is surprisingly quick. but no match for the Trike, even when the Trike wheelies.
Alright, so the Trike riding out here in this field today was definitely a success. Huge thanks to the neighbors for letting us come over and tear it up for a little while and make a whole bunch of noise because this thing's really loud. It ran really good for the most part. Doesn't like to start again once it's hot and you shut it off. So I'm going to have a little playing around to do there. It's also got a wiring harness connection that is trying to unplug itself, so I'm going to have to redo that and just put better connectors on it. That's why the headlight ended up shutting off, and at one point none of the gauges were doing anything, and you know, just simple things. Also, it also gets pretty hot. I mean, it's only 70 degrees outside here right now. It cooled off today, but the radiator gets pretty dang warm, so I'm going to throw a fan on it as well as build a battery tray and stuff. We'll do that eventually, and then we'll get this thing back to ripping good. But a few little kinks to work out, not that surprising since we haven't really driven it all that much. We kind of built it, test drove it, tore it apart, painted it, and then now this is really the first time we've ridden it since we painted it. So definitely got a little bit of work to do there. But against the old F250, I can't believe how fast that thing is in four-wheel drive on dirt. It kind of surprised me. I was a little bit thinking that this thing was just gonna kind of kill it, but it actually held its own. They were pretty close races. I couldn't hear Jesse honking the horn in the truck to go, so I just would wait until he went, and then we kind of figured out an arm thing, and that worked a little better. But definitely, if we would have kept going, I was definitely gaining on him on the times where I was behind him a little bit. So we saw, what, 65?
Yeah.
65 on the speedometer in the truck. I could not really look at the speedometer on this thing because I was trying not to just wheelie into oblivion and end up off in the boonies somewhere. So definitely a good ride today, and we'll catch you in the next video.
Subscribe to Build Not Projects.